Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Pacha here. Okay, your friend me Ophelia. Me am a clinical health psychologist online. Meti tree, but menti min kan ye. But me pese min kan tree ni ye na men tre nkronfo na men tre nipa. But no, a crofo. No, a cronfor is a thief, right? Crawford, nipa. Person mentre nipa. Mental health. Adrian Casa. Mental is Adrian. Health is Brabo. Adrian Brabo. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm right. So, Mahu said a lot of times young girls are omo challenges, but Patrick said me share we I feel I'm free gym na me bafie, and I'm still in my gym kit. But some way na warm akoma so na me person men can before I finally got before asana makoda. I don't think me person me can same way because a lot of young girls and young boys about you are phone. And I mema be about you are mema you are young women and girls no. Munim said one challenge pa na higher because of your relationship asem. Their ban mema be back together omo be share na omo fa a dream back home to do something. What I'm trying to say is one big challenge I found in my profession that bring a lot of clients, whether male or female, is their relationships. When I was working in a hospital setting, that was one key factor of a lot of women not performing as they should perform. And I'm saying this because women say, before you make an intention, I'm not yet married, and so ebia obibeka say na adenwa worry antis adentina over 2 years for because I am medjuma enti muhu enema bebre enti meaning even though my worry unim enti ye juma na ye no say ye can marriage counseling now different from clinical psychology, therapy, and interventions. However, even though I don't do marriage counseling, challenges out they bring from the marriage can still be therapeuticed. Why? Because they are everyday challenges. If it's not communication, it is decision making, it is planning, anxiety, depression, eating disorders, a whole lot. And some of the challenges are who relationships inside no. You can find it in other people's everyday lives. Until number one, your dating and partner selection skills. The effort dating and partner selection skills. I always say relationship is an art, it's a skill, and it's a science. Wontimi sua niema miensa baako mienu miensa we a art, creativity, right? A art, a skill, just a soft skills, empathy, communication, teamwork, sano, and a science, the understanding and the epistemology of relationships. You have to understand the basis of it. It's a foundation. You just what tiasia, one tiasia, who silly mistakes. And to your dating and partner skills, not just a top notch. Number one, you have a friend in like internal or increased self-awareness of who you are, what you want in this relationship, and clarity of core values. and relationship standards. And if baby omo relationships, omo constitutional of the relationship. So obasa asena wa start a business. Do you just go into the business when you research? So by your research about the value proposition, market targets, and audience, we have to do them. But one who says someone is going into the relationship on who red flags on him and he's ignoring it, on who green flags and anxiety or joy, so you need to also learn and strengthen your emotional regulation skills at the same time. Boundaries. Where you now every dating and partner selection skills. So dear growing. Relationship history and pattern assessment. Bisa adena every time who attracted bema and mabi. Every time who attracted hey for, and now who attracted crifle for, and now who attracted spendthrift, and now who attracted substance users. Bisa media. Me person who say ebia we call there's something we call understand your attachment style. Attachment style no ye one omo bebre was secure attachment, insecure attachment, anxious avoidant attachment, omo dorsum. And attachments no you see every with childhood. Sigmund Freud but catch you say with childhood no your friend is saying your childhood development stages, if you met any challenges, they could come up at unwanted places and ways. Ibia, your parents were absent in your life, or as an inconsistent parenting and abuse be auntie amawa develop some attachment style who cry, you don't understand why. Number 2, the same with the relationship history and pattern assessment. Number 2 here, identify past relationship patterns. Your ex, your last 2 ex, your last 3 ex, what were the patterns you saw in them? And you learn it yourself. And then you assess cognitive and emotional triggers. Sometimes they may say some or 2 things that may not be it, but then it triggers something. Or can't be in a calling, it's with something that really hurts you, that puts you down. Even when you see them, do they look like a trigger, like a red flag? When you see how they look, they dress, they talk, do they resemble your ex? Assessment tools, there are many. Some of these things who psychologist and a counselor. Personally, just look, if you have not been to therapy, you are not ready. If you've not started counseling, even just personal counseling without a lover, you are not ready to start a relationship, because there's so much to unpack, a lot. Okay, and then clarifying core values and relationship constitution. Ibia, I think I've even said that already, right? Yes, I have done that. And then you go to conscious dating and emotional reactivity, where your friend emotional awareness and cognitive restructuring. Are you intentional with what we are getting into? Because obano or fekeke upesa one or no montana. And now Bema he's hard working, and to who say because or a hard worker no one or no most say it's more about the chemistry, not compatibility, or more about the intensity. And you have to be conscious, you have to be intentional and direct with what you want in your relationship. And then sometimes you need to know that your life and your decisions in life, okay, will determine the type of intimacy you may have with the person. There are types of intimacy. You have physical intimacy, sexual intimacy, intellectual intimacy, spiritual intimacy, experiential intimacy, conflict intimacy, financial intimacy, identity intimacy. Intimacy no omodoso. But one who say intimacy no omodoso, but bayua for baby intimacy is limited to sexual intimacy. So there's nothing like openness, financial intimacy, where there's openness and trust regarding money, financial goals, and spending habits. They be that. It's all about sex, no say it's more about chemistry. You need to learn about the person, but it's not all about that. And he may can't wait because at the end of the day, for a Christian, I look forward to spiritual intimacy, like sharing beliefs, our faith, our purpose, our meaning in life, and existential meaning. If you're at a point where you are attracting certain kind of people, it's because that is who you are. That is the fearful truth of what your friend is doing. Decision making about selecting a partner. Whoever you attract is where you are. You cannot be your friend there. You cannot be high in knowledge and choose a junior high school boy, or junior high school girl. You can't do that. But a lot of people that are confused about what they want may want spiritual intimacy and meet somebody who wants sexual intimacy even before anything else, and they compromise. You have denied yourself, and if another person can make you deny yourself, is a big question mark as to why they're able to make you do that. Okay, so in this matter, I would say don't be hard on yourself. Don't insult yourself. Don't punish yourself. If you find yourself in a wrong or disgraceful relationship and you want to let out and you can't let go, you want to let go and you can't, and you realize that the person is lying to you in so many ways, what you have to do is to go through, like I said, dating and partner selection skills. Go to a psychologist, a counselor, a therapist. Just tell them you want to learn how to choose a partner. You see, when you say you want to learn how to choose a partner, it means you have accepted who you are and you are making the effort to create the self-awareness of who you are and make the person that best suits you in your refined self. If you're not refined, you're just going to be choosing counterfeit like you are. You may be thinking it's the best, but it's not, because you're not even in yourself. You have not refined yourself, you see, to that. That is why sometimes it's just different. Like, because I'm a Christian, I always try to relate this. When you were a sinner, the things of the world enticed you. You loved them. You thought they were fun. But when you became a Christian, those things disgusted you because you achieved a higher frequency. Certain things no longer made sense to you. That's how dating and selecting partner skills are. When you're oblivious and naive about the fact, you keep on making mistakes, and you find certain things that you think you're attracted to, but when you're able to go through the refining processes, the self-awareness, identity, and all of those ones, the things that used to attract you will no longer attract you. And so you'll be more mature in the things that you choose. Maka English baby, so I'm my bread. And see, some idea, my who say matimase. So one timasia, draw message na menkai, na men reply ma what it. Me da sister what me. Person make something. It's no matter. You understand you're an adult, and the next time you're going into a relationship, ask yourself, ask yourself some questions, and these are the questions I'm going to help you. Okay, the questions are: what red flags have I minimized? Who red flags? No, we say, oh, David, wait, red flag, it's orange. It's a wara. What green flags have I overlooked? Sometimes because of your own anxious or avoidant attachment, who green flags are? Or say, a David, wait there, and yes, sir, or try and assist. Number 3, do I confuse intensity with intimacy? Intensity. When you are new, when you are newer, it's so erotic and exotic. Everything is so hot and spicy and flames, and yeah, you just want to be in it. But ask yourself, is there some form of intimacy, some level of emotional safety in this relationship for me? Number 4, am I dating for validation, for loneliness, or for purpose? Bisa say my home guy way because me knew be auntie me fanasa and because nipa omohame I didn't know one worry, I didn't know one knew be a kope obi na momon trim pena, and so we say I and a wako. One who said there's purpose, is there purpose in what you're getting yourself into? Bisa and what does a healthy relationship mean to me? Question way dear, if you have never seen a healthy relationship, Sana, a healthy relationship look like? Oh boy, if you grew up in a home that didn't have a healthy relationship, you may just assume it is, but yes, sir. But when you come to knowledge of who you are, what you want, your core values, you go deeper into your attachment styles. What a healthy relationship will look for you, will look like for you. Like you will nurture yourself into it. It's like me saying, no, me plans. Oba me fear, my home plans, baby, because I love to see them grow. Okay, and it's when something is healthy. Oh, na we ye, okay. So we at the end of the year, no, so we because it gives you joy. If you don't know what that means to you, try and search for it. Number 6, what do I bring into this relationship? And yes, our questions now, boys or movies, what do girls bring to it? No. You yourself as a woman, you yourself as a man. Be honest and try and drop. Wait and you for drop. Because you have to know what you actually bring to this relationship. Beautiful face is not enough. Big breasts is not enough. Big butts is not enough. If you're a man too, you know the things that you think are it, but it is not. Alright? And then number 7, did I grow up seeing healthy love? Be honest with yourself. Number 8, what did I normalize? One will say, number 1, so be or yes, something that hurts you, and you keep quiet and you just trivialize it. But you make it into a normality. The person can always do that. The person can always hurt you, insult you, jokingly mock at you in the presence of your friends, family members out, and it's okay. What did you normalize in your relationship? Is that act of that you don't feel happy, but you are just living there like that. Number 10, what do I currently tolerate that contradicts my health, my happiness, my values? You see, my identity, my purpose, my meaning, all of these questions. Anything that you are tolerating, and you know that, oh my goodness, if I were in myself, my element, I wouldn't have been in this relationship. But sometimes, meaning say, a lot of people are in relationship because somehow they benefit. No matter how you may look at it, there is always a hand go and hand come situationship that goes on. Auntie me bumpire mama said, you have the courage and the strength to face the truth. Sometimes it's not easy, but I pray that it shall be well. Bye.